you were inviting kids. You were fishing.
I want to fish where the fish are and earn the right to be heard. And they were biting on rock and roll. And I love the cross of Jesus Christ. It is the answer for salvation. But I wouldn't let them wear a cross around the neck. I said, I want no scripture verses on your guitar cases. I don't want to scare the fish. We're just going to put a show on and really give them a good show. And we played top 40 music. That's when we stopped it. And they just gave an invitation for the kids to accept Christ. And they tear those corners off. And the Billy Graham organization did the follow-up program. And then, I got thinking, if it's free, it can't be worth much. Though I would just as soon do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
But we charged admission, and all of a sudden it became so successful. We got so much money, we didn't. Well, what are we going to do with it? Well, let's buy some more instruments. Let's just find more musicians, and it kept rolling and rolling. It went from one band to 2 to 4 to 6 to 8.
Wow,
it was amazing. One year we had 9 bands that were and they gave the Plan of Salvation. It was a wonderful ministry, underground evangelism. That's what I've been involved in all my life. Yeah.
Lowell Lytle joining me today. Lowell Lytle, along with Leslie Turner, joining me here at Faith Radio Meeting House Media Central at the summer 2022 Christian Product Expo in Lexington, Kentucky. So you were up to 8 of these young American showcase bands that were traveling all across the country. So how long did this go on, Leslie?
Well, they started in around 1968 just with Lowell, and then they grew and grew and grew over a very short period of time, and 8 bands were touring up until like 1992, about 22 years.
Wow.
And they were going not only just throughout the United States, but also up into Canada. They had one group that ended up in Australia. They were up in Alaska. If you were in junior high or high school during the 70s, 80s, or 90s, you may remember a group, Free Fair, Freedom Jam, The Edge. Shalom was one of them. And am I missing one? I think Wild Child. Wow. So you may remember the names of those groups as they came through. You may have a poster wrapped up in your closet somewhere still. We find them showing up on eBay every now and then. And
people may have saved their tickets.
We always ask the question, what did you do with your ticket?
What did you do with your ticket? Some of them perhaps torn. And the name and the address submitted for follow-up through the Billy Graham Association. Now, this may be the most pervasive band or group of bands across our country that we don't hear a whole lot about anymore. But
that's right.
But so many people have experienced them.
We crunch the numbers and estimate that well over 10 million students were reached through this ministry.
Wow.
And that roughly 1 million of them responded with a torn ticket. That's unbelievable.